Good evening. We are early in the evening. I'm gonna get right into it. And you know how my material is. I don't have to say it. Even though I just did. Okay, so I want to kind of talk about this whole idea of we got a self-made, and then we got someone who just has it because they're related to somebody. Now here's the thing. Um, First of all, there's nothing wrong with not being self-made or whatever that is. That's just normal. That's how life is, right? I mean, should there even exist a there should be no competition really, because that person is related to somebody who was self-made. And then if I'm self-made, there are people that I'm dealing with, who may also be self-made or whatnot. So it's not really a question of competition. And this is relevant because of, anyways. So, I mean, what does it really mean? I mean, everybody always talked about worldly success and all that stuff. And is it wrong? Is it right? Is it important? Is it not? Whatever the deal is. And I don't see what's wrong with. I mean, I don't. It's worldly success, right? People talk about wealth and stuff. So to have that dollar figure is good to have. To be self-made is good. To have contacts is good, and connections, and also to actually have the substance is good. To actually be made of self-made, right? Like it's all in the word, self-made. This everything here was made with you know what I mean, with these hands, you know what I mean, and this brain, and everything was put together and everything was done, which is definitely a good thing. But moving on. You know what? I am not new to jealousy, first of all. I've gotten a lot of jealousy, but I'll be honest, typically earlier on in my life, I'll be honest, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't specifically remember ever having issues with anyone who was rich, to be honest. I've never had a rich person ever walk or give me attitude or say, you know what I mean? Because first of all, I was never around rich people, right? I went to one of the shittiest high schools, not even in Toronto, right? In west of Toronto, there's a city west of Toronto, a bordering city which has a lower population. It's considered to be part of the Greater Toronto Area. And I went to the shittiest high school that there was. Literally, that high school had they actually rated this all the high schools in a couple of cities, not Toronto, in a couple of cities. And I don't remember if it was just these two cities, like another bordering city, and the city, or if it was Toronto included. I don't remember. What I do remember is that my high school's name came up in the newspaper, the official newspaper, rated as the worst high school to go to. The last rated school, the lowest rated school in there. Okay. So there's that. I'll be honest. I didn't like. I can't say that I had any relationship with any rich people. I didn't know anyone who was rich. Can you imagine that? Everyone, whenever kids are there, they'll go, well, oh my, I know someone, I hung out with him a few times, or he's a friend of a friend, or he's my friend, or he's my classmate, or he's my coworker. Oh, he's super rich, whatever it is, right? I didn't know any rich people, and I'm serious. Like I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anybody who even owned a BMW or a Mercedes, and that's not even like the higher rich people you know what I mean. That's just like that's like basic. They have I think C classes, and they have lower classes that you can get for cheaper. So I didn't even know anybody who had that. Like I did not know anyone who was rich. I mean, at all. So I never had any run-ins from girls or guys who were like, well, I'm jealous of you, or I don't like you, or anything like that. I had zero issue ever with any rich people. Never. No issues with any rich people, because I didn't know any rich people, and I wasn't around rich people. I didn't go to expensive restaurants. Dude, I haven't even been into the CN Tower. I have never, and I'm not joking. Forget the top of the tower. I haven't been on the like the outside part. Like I'm not even talking about the entrance. I'm talking about like outside where you line up or where you wait or even the parking lot. I have not even been that close to the CN Tower ever in my life. I have never even been close to the CN Tower. Okay. Never. Forget going in. I've never been close to the CN Tower. Okay. I moved here in the 90s. Okay. So we're in 2022 right now. I moved in the 90s. I've never been to the CN Tower. All right. I never knew any rich people. Okay. I started from, look, some people claim, oh, I started from the ghetto, blah, blah. No, man. You might have been in the ghetto, but you had like uncles and cousins who were drug dealing and they all had cash around. Dude, you were learning from them. You were doing some kind of frauds, man. You had expensive cars all the time. Even when you were young, you were always rolling in an expensive car and you had friends who were rich. So no, you did not start from level. I actually started from level zero. You know, if you want to, no, I shouldn't say that. but I did start from level zero. Okay, level zero is like it's in every way. Like nothing is made for you. You know, you might get the bare basics that's supposed to be there around you. You know what I mean? But that's a different situation. But no, I actually started from level zero, man. I didn't have anybody teaching me anything, man. You know, and I could never get in with them. Everything I chose was on. Okay, when I got that job, when I was 18 years old, I got that job at the hotel. I was working in the kitchen. Nobody told me, oh, you can do this. Nobody, there was nothing like that. There was nothing like that. I wasn't even applying for that job actually. I was applying for their. I wanted to get a I wanted to be on the front desk and guest services, right? And I applied for that, and they told me this is the job we have. It's a shitty job, but if you're willing to work it for a few months, we may you can apply and we may move you to there. I said okay. When I started working the job, I was like, dude, this job is pretty easy. It's kind of dirty and nobody bugs me. Why would I go over there where you know what I mean? Why don't I just stay here? So I chose that job on my own. Okay. I didn't go in anyone's footsteps. I didn't move in anyone's way. I didn't do any of that. I am like I literally chose everything from the beginning to the end or to now. Everything was a choice made by me, right? So that is a big deal. You gotta understand that is a big deal. But the whole point is I never had it. I never had that in my life. I've never had that in my life. Never had a rich person who I was like, oh, he's fucking with me. Oh man, he's jealous with me, or she's jealous, or anything like that. I never had that. Didn't really have that. I was always mistaken for being not always, but quite a lot. I was mistaken sometimes for being a rich kid. People thought I had a lot of money, or that I was rich. No, sorry, no. As of today, yeah, but not before. Not before. Today I am, but not before. Moving on. Okay, you know what? I think this is enough time. I don't want to overdo the time. I'm gonna post this and then post the second clip.